In the absence of any concrete law of the land, many economically vulnerable women of India are subjected to physical, social and emotional exploitation in the surrogacy arrangement, which benefits only a handful of agencies and infertility physicians involved in it.
From giving the pleasure of having a child to a childless parent, a noble idea which has now turned into a commercial organized activity. Also from giving a child, it's become the kind of child the parents want, whether it has to be a boy, a girl, a fair complexioned, I know whichever kind of child, and in this case mostly people are choosing to have a male child. And thirdly, to coming from a relative or a family member who's trying to help, now catching a helpless woman who's really in dire need of some resources for survival to rent her womb. The whole area of surrogacy has become now a big problematic in India for two reasons. One, because we do not have a proper law to regulate it. There are some guidelines of the Medical Council of India which are really very open, very loose and are open to interpretation. We do not have a law. In absence of the law, now it is going unabated, it is going totally unregulated, and also in this commercial activity, all the four stakeholders, that is the surrogate mother who is poor, who is really helpless, who needs money for caring of her own family. So she is almost duped into it by the agents who are the who are running this whole business as an organized business. Then the doctor who is really doing it for just for the money. So there are a lot of unethical practices which are they are engaging in. For example, if it is to be IVF is to be done only 3 times, they can go to 10, 11, 12 times, which is really detrimental to health of the woman. Also, they are not really worried about choosing the sex of the child. They have absolutely no consideration for any kind of issue that is emerging in the country in terms of female feticide that is happening. So it's just money making exercise for the doctor. Now about the child who's born, even in many cases, since surrogacy is illegal in many countries in the world, they have no nationality. There is also no surety whether the child is born for some reason of Down syndrome or any kind of physical challenges, then who will take that child? Where will that child go to? Also the commissioning parents, there are issues because they are duped into many kinds of practices. They are overcharged sometimes, and also they have to make multiple visits. Many issues that have, now all these issues of the stakeholders have emerged in our study. We feel it is extremely important to take this whole surrogacy out of the commercial business, and it has to be made a more humane activity. Also, there has to be a very strict law to monitor the whole activity. Otherwise, poor women are getting exploited. Children born could be sold, could be produced just for organ sale. Who knows why it is that people are producing these children? Not only for the pleasure of having a child, could be for more commercial activity. And thirdly, also the whole medical ethics of the profession is getting lost in the process. So we need a very strong law.